if you want to know how far in debt KTM is. Now, when this story came out a few months ago on the rumors, whatever, I thought, oh, it's got to be millions, maybe 100 million at most. It's got to be a huge number, but it cannot be that massive. Well, as I'm reading this now, the number that they are apparently in debt is 2.9 billion. That is B as in boy, billion. Absolutely astounding number. Apparently, they have 2,500 creditors, which is 1.3 billion to banks, 365 million to suppliers, and 40 million in employee salaries. There's probably more in there, but I did the conversion here for us American people. 2.9 billion euros comes out to 3,068,345,000 dollars. Think about that money. How did this is just absolutely staggering. You're talking billions of dollars that they're in debt. And this is one of the biggest brands. I understand there's overhead and there's always going to be a working debt. Like as a company, you're never always positive. It's impossible to have all the inventory and paying salaries and benefits and everything. There's no way you're ever always in the green. But to be this far in debt and to get to the point where you're what is it? They're beginning insolvency proceedings in an Australian court, not Australian, Austrian court with debts amounting 2.9 billion euros. That's insanity to me. Like, you got to think about the absolute just level of behind the eight ball that is. And probably, sure, they'll figure this out. They'll go to courts, they'll go insolvency, they'll do whatever they need to do. And there's no way KTM as a company is going to go away. Now, the problem is, will Gas and Husqvarna stay? That's going to be the question. I mean, will they drop them? Will they keep them? How is this going to work? And who's going to end up losing? How many jobs are going to end up losing of this? I think, if I remember correctly, it's something like 5,000 jobs that they've got right now, capacity to make like 6,000 units a day or something like that. And it's absolutely insane considering they run, especially this year in total. They won the MXGP and the MX2 world titles. They won the 250 East Supercross title. They won the 450 motocross title. So it's not like this is even a company that's not winning. This is not even a company that's just, it's not Suzuki down at the bottom end of the barrel not making anything happen. This is one of the biggest brands, one of the most known brands, huge sponsors, big name riders. And it's going to be the question of what happens. There's so much money in motocross, supercross. They're racing, probably, or not probably, they're racing in MotoGP. Just the money that they've got to put out to do everything. Like somebody even the last video I posted was complaining like, oh, these companies don't use any money. It's all sponsor based. Like there's no way it's all sponsor based. If it was all whatever, we're not even gonna get into that. But it's just that amount of money is staggering to me. I honestly did not even begin to believe it could get to like that level. And there's got to be heads gonna roll here. Top people are gonna just fall by the wayside quickly, and they'll probably get their bonuses and their payoff checks and whatever, and they'll find a way to invest the company. But it's absolutely insane to me that this is that level of money. I mean, $3 billion, just insane.